Cielo, your health and lifestyle advisor here at the Santa Monica Farmers Market with Miguel.
Hello.
Miguel, tell us a little bit about your farm, where it's located, and what kind of apples you have here.
Right now it's October, so apples in season will be the Pink Lady, the Granny Smith, and the Fuji. So the Pink Lady will be a sweet and tart apple. The Granny Smith is more of a tart apple, caramel apples, applesauce. And then you have the Fuji, sweet, crunchy. We grow all of this in Paso Robles. We're just out of the 46 East in Paso Robles. We have been certified organic for over 25 years. And this is all grown for farmers markets. We don't sell outside of farmers markets. We don't have big wholesalers coming and knocking at our door. It's very real, it's direct. It's for you.
Miguel, what kind of apples would you recommend that I use to make my chunky applesauce that I'm going to use as a pie filling for canning?
Well, in my opinion, and what I've tried in the past, is to mix Pink Ladies and Fuji and Granny Smiths, because that way you don't have the need to use extra sugars. The apple gives you a double nuance of flavor mixing both of them, and you're going to be very successful in your applesauce if you do it that way.
Sounds super yummy. Thanks, Miguel.
You got it.
Happy harvest season. In the kitchen with Julie today. I am canning applesauce, and I'm going to show you a modern day method. So when I grew up in Pennsylvania, which is a long ways from Los Angeles, I learned how to can the old school way from my grandfather from Calabria, Italy. And he taught me how to bask the jars in hot water, and it was honestly very dangerous. And I've come up with a modern day method that I'm really excited to share with you today. So taking over his applesauce recipe has been a great joy of mine, and one that I've shared with the family. So let me just show you what I do. I take a ball mason jar, or a whole bunch of them, and I put them in the oven at 250 degrees. And you can check it out. See, I have one jar in the oven at 250 degrees. And then I have the lid on the stove in hot boiling water, getting ready to go. And I made the applesauce ahead of time. So I used Miguel's recipe with a 6:4 ratio of Granny Smith apples and Pink Ladies. And I used one of my favorite tools, which is my apple corer. So check this out. You can get one of these at Bed Bath & Beyond. I put the apple on there, and all you do is run it through. It cores it and takes the skin right off, so it's perfect. Really super easy. I used some organic cinnamon, tons of different cinnamons out there from China to India. I just really prefer one that's a little spicy. And I used a half a cup of sugar in the raw preferably, but I didn't have to use very much because the Pink Lady apples are super, super sweet. So watch this. This is so much easier than the old school method. I'm going to take this ball jar out of the oven carefully. I'm going to place it up here on the counter. It's super, super hot, so you want to be cautious. And then I'm going to begin to fill the jar quickly while it's hot with the piping hot applesauce. And you can hear it. It's hot. I'm sure there's a safer way to do this, but I like to live on the edge. So you're going to fill the jar, really pack it in there. You want to try to get all the bubbles out by packing it down. They actually make tools for that you can find at Ace Hardware. Or you can just do it my way, but you don't want to fill the jar completely up to the top. You want to leave a little room, about an inch or so. So let me just put a little tiny bit more in there. That's it. Okay, very important also to clean the top of the jar. The little wet paper towel. You want to clean the edge. Very, very important. So you get that seal for canning, because you want to be able to preserve the food on the shelf for the entire winter. And you can can lots of different things. The only food that I don't recommend doing this modern day method with is fish and meat. But lots of different fruits and veggies you can can this way. So I'm going to take the top out of the piping hot water. And then I'm going to place it just like so, and screw the top on. Voila! Canning with Julie. Happy harvesting and be well.